see, I've been waiting 2 months already, and if I don't get to Johannesburg soon, I'll lose my job.
I'm sorry, sir. There's nothing available for the moment. Pilot.
Look, what about the cancellations you mentioned on the phone yesterday?
I didn't speak to you, sir.
No, but if you didn't, somebody did. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Well, of course there was a cancellation. It was to Cape Town, not Johannesburg. And it's gone to a priority. Hello, yes?
Oh, what are we going to do? There must be some way of getting there.
Have you tried the airlines?
I wouldn't be flapping about here if I can get a seat on a plane.
I don't know. Try the airlines. I'm sorry, sir. Next, please.
Look, all I wanted to ready. Look,
Come on, it's no good. We've had it. We have to swim there.
Mrs. Huggett? Yes? I don't want always to be complaining, Mrs. Huggett, but 3 of your chickens came into my garden again this morning. They're ruining my lawn with their scratching. Not again. And I should also have a word to say about Mr. Huggett's garage. There are building restrictions, you know, though he doesn't seem to realise it.
Look, Miss Phipps, ever since you came here, you've done nothing but complain.
Yes, and I shall continue to do so until something improves.
I'm sure you will. We wouldn't know where we were if you didn't complain. Good afternoon.
And don't say I didn't warn you.
Joe, why, it's only 3:30.
What of it?
Well, you all right, dear?
Of course I am.
Well, has anything happened?
Nothing. Only I walked out.
Walked out, dear?
Yes. Can't you understand English? I bloomin' well bunked. I'm perishing well vamoosed. I'm flipping well skipped.
Joe! Do you mean to say you left Campbell's?
Ah, at last.
But, Joe, what happened?
There's been a bit of funny business in the packing, and as I happen to be the boss in the branch, I had to take the rap.
But, Joe, you haven't done anything, have you?
I've been accused of knocking off 100 cases of crunchy crispers. That's all.
Why, whatever would you want with them?
You're asking me.
Oh, but it's terrible. Whoever can have done it?
Well, it may be one of 3 blokes. I'm not certain. I haven't got any proof, see? And what's more, it doesn't look as though I'm going to get it.
But Mr. Campbell doesn't think that you...
No, of course he doesn't. He and the other blokes were quite decent about it. Offered to give me a transfer up north. I can't stay in the firm with them whispering and pointing at me. I ask you, Ethel, now can I?
No, of course you can't, dear. But what you gonna do, Joe? Joe, what you gonna do?
Have a cup of tea.
think they mind us barging in like this?
You can't barge in on your own family. You might as well not have one.
Hello, where did you spring from?
Got locked out.
That's what happens when you have to share a place with a Polish vegetarian. Don't you ever do it, pet?
You and I have chosen a fine time to come. Dad's lost his job. Old Phipps has threatened to report him to the council for doing those bits to the garage. I've lost my clothing coupons. Fish Mum bought for tea was bad.
Otherwise, everything's all right, eh?
Oh, Dad, we're awfully sorry.
That's all right, Janie. It's all in the day's march.
Oh, give me those.
Well, it's bad luck, Dad. Somebody ought to tell that fella Campbell where he got off.
Oh, it isn't Campbell. Anyway, I want to forget all about it. How's your luck?
Rotten. Been to the shipping office again today. No chance of a passage for weeks. Months.
If I don't get there soon, I lose the job altogether. You think you'd be able to get some sort of priority?
I don't know what's gone wrong with everything lately. To tell you the truth, Jim, if I was a bit younger, I don't know that I wouldn't have off to Africa with you and Jane.
Oh, Dad, if you only could.
Yeah, chance would be a fine thing. You can't book passages for 2. How do you think I could get 'em with all my crew?
Well, I told Jimmy and Jane how to do it, but they're too stuck up to listen.
What's she talking about, Jim?
Oh, she means go overland. You know, buy an old army truck and drive down. I wouldn't think of it with just Jane and me. With the whole family, it might be possible.
It might. It certainly might.
Oh, it'd be wonderful.
Wonder what Mum would say.
What's that? Joe, you're not thinking we should all go and live in South America.
South Africa, Mum?
It's the same thing, natives and all that. Well, you must be mad.
Well, I haven't got a job and you're fed up with queuing and the weather and that old...
Joe,
That old buzzard next door, we could get away from it all.
Yes, what's there to keep us here?
Oh, you must all be balmy. How could we leave Grandma for a start?
I could.
It's about the only thing left for us to do.
I'm for it.
Mother?
I wouldn't dream of it.
See who that is, Pet.
Oh, blow. Hold everything till I get back. Oh, it's you.
Don, what's the rush? Susan ready?
Oh, I see. Susan! Peter's here! All right, I won't be a tick. Oh, she won't be a tick.
What's the matter?
I've got to get back. We've practically decided to go to Africa with Jane and Jimmy.
Africa? How?
Overland, of course.
Well, if you do go, don't forget I've got a smashing lorry going cheap
Where?
at the garage.
Okay.
Hello, Sue.
Hello, Peter. What are you smiling at?
That kid sister of yours gets the craziest ideas sometimes.
What is it now?
She said you were all off to Africa.
Oh, how fantastic. What will she think of next? Oh, please, Mum, please.
The more I think of it, the more I like it.
You'd look a smasher in a sarong, Mum.
Go on, Mum, give in.
Well, it would be nice to get away from Miss Phipps and queuing and all.
Good. Jimmy, get that notebook. Jane, your pencil. Pet, get that atlas. We'll just try and work out how much it'll cost.
Well, aren't you forgetting something?
What?
What's Susan going to say?
Well, if she doesn't like it, she can lump it with Grandma. So it's Grandma or South Africa, is that it?
Yes, but why put it like that?
What other way is there? Well, you could always marry Peter. Who said anything about marriage? All right, I give in.
Grandma?
South Africa.
Where are you going?
To tip Peter off raiding and abetting. I'll never forgive him for this.
I knew she'd come round.
Well, now to business. Jim and me have had a session and more or less worked things out. But we can't quite run to the cash side of it. So what we propose to do is to advertise for someone who'll come in with us. Someone who'll pay his whack. Then we reckon we can manage.
You mean a stranger?
That's right. Only he won't be a stranger for long.
We might murder us all in our beds.
That's a risk we've got to take. Besides, we shan't have any beds. This is real pioneering, Mother. No bedroom suites, you know.
I've been learning woodcraft at the club. I can light a fire without any matches.
What, by rubbing two girl guides together?
Now, listen, we've got to treat this trip like a military operation. Operation Hugget, that's what we'll call it. But we've got to have plenty of discipline, see?
That means we all do as you tell us.
That's the idea. Now, any questions?
Yes, Dad. Look, you said
about
that if
the
it was 12
herd?
miles to the
Right.
cabin...
That settles that. Now, Jimmy, let's see about this advertisement. Operation Hugget is about to begin. Well, Mr. McCoy.
Bob's the name, old man.
Well, these seem fair enough. Bob?
They ought to be. I wrote them myself.
You got anything lined up out there?
No, sir. Just a rolling stone. That's me. Here today, gone tomorrow. The little black sheep of the family. Maybe it's the gypsy in me. You know, when I saw your ad, it was like a new lease of life. A great adventure stretching out beyond the blue horizon. With a new thrill, a new experience round every bend.
They don't have bends in the desert, do they?
I guess I was letting my imagination run away with me.
It was just like Shakespeare.
Well, it's not going to be easy, you know. Pretty close quarters.
Suits me. Been on my own so long, I'm all set for family life. Especially when it's a swell family like this one.
Here, we're traveling light. You got much baggage?
Oh, a brown paper parcel and a toothbrush will see me through. I'm not so hot in food supplies.
Ah, that's my worry. It's a problem, but I expect we'll manage.
Oh, allow me.
We'll have to live off the land half the time.
Oh, sure.
I'm not taking any chances. What worries me is how to keep the food fresh. They say it's terribly hot out there. And after all, it isn't if we can run into the local shop if it goes bad, is it?
Oh, I think I can take care of that. The best thing is an oil refrigerator.
A what?
You know, just like an ordinary icebox, only it works with oil instead of power.
That'd be wonderful.
Oh, yeah, it would be, if you can get one.
Oh, I think I know a man who knows a man who knows a man who might be able to lay his hands on one for us.
Well, let's hope you can.
Well, I guess you'll all be wanting to make up your minds about me, so I'll just leave an address and a phone number where you get in touch with me. I hope it'll be all right.
Good. I'll ring you first thing in the morning.
Oh, thank you very much for the tea, Mrs. Huggett. It was swell.
Thank you.
Here's my address.
Oh, now that's a real nice chap. A gent. Just took us as he found us.
I think he's a smasher, don't you, Sue? Oh, yes, he's very nice. For a first impression, of course.
You might have known us all for years.
Well,
Laid it on a bit thick, I thought.
Jim, you're just naturally suspicious. He's taking a chance as well as us.
Well, he's going to put down £80 anyway. That should be good enough, surely.
well, we're all agreed he goes. Those in favour? Now, come on, Jim. That's it. Good. Get it anonymously.
Well, there she is, Jim.
Nice colour.
All new tyres, guaranteed for 6 months, Mr. Huggett. Depends on what you want it for, of course.
Well, a nice little trek to South Africa, son.
Then Pet wasn't joking.
But to see if it works.
Yeah.
No, it's not what you really want at all, Mr. Huggett. It's done an awful lot of mileage, you know, and it hasn't been decoped for ages. She's a smashing job, isn't she? Oh, you can't beat these for a liability, you know.
Well, how much do you want for it?
And 50, old man. There, well, you see, we're selling it cheap for a quick sell, see?
I see. Anything doing on the old HP?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Well, practically giving it away as it is.
Yeah. How about it, Jim?
We'll see if it drives.
All right, then. Go on, push over.
I drove one during the war.
Well, I drove one in the war before yours. Come on, hand over, son.
Grandma! Well, I've come.
What's that contraption?
That's the lorry we're going to Africa in.
I hoped I might have got here in time to stop all that soppiness. Downright balmy, a woman of your age chasing about with a lot of natives.
Well, we'll talk about it inside, Grandma. Put it down there for now.
Oh, I forgot. Here's tuppence for yourself.
Thank you, lady. Did you say you were going to Africa?
That's right.
In your place, I'd do the same.
Oh! It was wizard of you to come, Brown Owl.
Got to rally around, you know. We brownies and guides must stick together or go under.
I'm going to miss it all ever so.
Never mind. Whatever the difficulties, a girl guide always smiles and whistles. Never forget that.
I wish you were coming with us. We'd have a smashing time.
By Jove, we would. But I'm chained to my pack. By the way, I brought you this to keep you from getting rusty.
Thanks, Brown Owl. Oh, woodcraft. Oh, I've been saving up for this for weeks.
Good. Stick to the rules and you can't go wrong. A chapter a day and you'll be okay. Well, I must toddle off to the club. Remember, don't shoot till you see the whites of their eyes.
I won't.
Well, goodbye, old sport, and good trekking.
Goodbye, Brown Owl, and thanks ever so. I'll write you a postcard from every oasis.
Good-o.
Oh, Jimmy, look what Brown Owl's given me.
What'd you say, a brown ale?
No, stupid, Brown Owl. Miss Hawker, she used to be our Brown Owl in the Brownies, only now she takes the guides for woodcraft. Jimmy.
Oh, good morning.
How do you do?
Everything's fine for him.
She's a wizard at woodcraft. She says if we stick to the book, we can't go wrong.
Oh. They tell you how to skin a lion?
I don't think so.
Well, you can't go to Africa if you can't skin a lion.
Well, how do you do it then?
Well, you've got to open its mouth and you put your hand down.
And then?
Well, you get hold of its tail and give it a jerk. Look, I'll tell you the rest when we get to Africa. I'm busy now. Go and practice on the cat.
Oh, the cat. I knew there was something I'd forgotten. I'd like someone on the telephone for you. Oh, come on.
All right. Hello, Huggett here.
Oh, Mr. Huggett, I'm just ringing to take a load off your mind. I managed to get a hold of one of those ice boxes. It works by oil okay.
Oh, good. Wondered if you'd remember. She really works.
She works like a dream. I've tried her out. Everything else set?
Yeah, we're just finishing loading.
Fine.
How about you?
Oh, I've just got one or two things to get around to and I'll be okay.
Have one for me.
I'll say. Goodbye. Oh, remember me to that family of yours. I think they're cute.
Oh, they'll pass in the crowd. Cheerio.
So long.
You'll forget all about me.
I won't. I swear. But you will, Sue.
Oh, I shan't, Peter, I promise.
Me too, Sue. Look,
What is it?
His keepsake. Cut a penny in half. Half for you, half for me.
Oh, Peter, that's how you cut your finger.
It's worth it.
I'll keep it for always and always.
If ever you're in any trouble, all you've got to do is to send your half to me, and I'll come to you.
But I can't send it to you from the middle of the desert. Anyway, by the time it got to you, it'll be too late.
Hadn't thought of that.
But I'll always keep it. And every time I look at it, I'll think of you.
Now, come on, all aboard, all aboard.
Come on, Bob.
Well, goodbye, Sue. You won't forget. You've got your half, and
I got it. I won't forget.
Don't worry, buddy. We'll take good care of her.
yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
All in, good hope. Well, goodbye, Grandma, don't worry. I'll look after them all right.
You better, Joe Huggetts, you'd better. And don't go out in the sun without a hat. You're balmy enough as it is.
Come on, folks. Come on! Let's stop Johannesburg. And so as the sun blazes down through the deep blue of the African sky, we say farewell to Western civilization and turn our faces towards the age-old mysteries of the Dark Continent, towards Algiers, city of 1,000 magics.
What do you think of it, Mum?
Well, it looks like a bit of Bournemouth to me.
Bournemouth?
Yes, remember last time we was there, the kids covered you all up with sand, and I thought I'd lost you, Joe.
That's enough. We've left all that behind.
And when I come again into one of these romantic ports, I always know there will be something or someone waiting for me.
Jealous?
City of 1,000 magics.
Oh, they'll be ours yet. Let's go and see what we can find.
Don't let's tell Pet.
Excuse me. Well, don't you want me to open it?
No.
Well, what about this then?
No. Mademoiselle?
So I had tried to smuggle something.
This is what?
That's a fridge.
What?
Icebox. Freezer. Refrigerator.
What?
Look, I want to show you something. This thing works by oil. It's very interesting. It's most unusual. What do you think of that? Hey, Joe, Mr. Huggett, come and have a look at this.
Joe, you're going to stand by and let him rummage through all my things? He is a foreigner.
Oh, that's all right, Ducks. They don't think anything of it. I'm going to see what Bob wants.
I'm a Canadian citizen, and no one can tell me I can't have any ice in my scotch, see? Huh? You can cut out the quaz. That thing's coming with me, and I'm telling you that right now.
Bob,
Monsieur!
there's no point in making him mad. What's the difference of a couple of days?
Jimmy, that's coming with me if I have to carry it. Besides, we don't want to hang around here for a couple of days.
Monsieur!
Don't give me that,
Bob.
monsieur. Mr. Huggett, that thing's all red tape. We need it, don't we?
Now, listen, Bob, let me handle this. You've got to use a bit of tact, you know. Now, look,
Monsieur.
son. Now, look. Listen, can't we talk this thing over quietly? I'm sorry my friend lost his temper, but that thing happens to be a family heirloom.
Heirloom?
Yeah, that's right. It was left to him by his Auntie Poll. And she made him promise not to let it out of his sight. And I'll tell you another thing, and all he sleeps with it. In it. No, not in it, with it. Is it? Yeah, very strange. Real thing.
Now I understand.
Joe, is it all right?
Fine. All he wanted was a little palm olive.
Palm olive?
Yeah, soap, monsieur, for the hands.
Soap, yes. Soap.
Oh, Jimmy. Oh, here we've got to wait to the camping ground just outside the city till they give us the okay to start.
What's that got to do with us, Dad?
Well, one party's not allowed to go on its own. We've got to wait and make up a convoy.
Dad, does that mean it's dangerous?
No,
No, of course not, love. General said it's a piece of cake. It's like riding around Hyde Park on a bicycle.
Cake on a bicycle. Well, if we've got to stick around here in a couple of days, how about taking a look at the old city of Algiers, eh?
You said a few minutes ago... What's made you change your mind, Bob?
Oh, I'm always changing my mind, Bud. It's a land's variety.
Oh, well, come on, let's get weaving. Oh, I'm sorry, old mate. I nearly forgot.
Oh, English beer. It's good.
Yeah, well, it's not what it might be, but it'll do anyway. Yeah, well, don't forget to put that on the records, Ma. One bottle of splosh for the General. Come on, off we go. Oh, we got neighbours.
Dr. Livingston, I presume.
Let's hope he's going across the desert too anyway.
But we'll soon find out.
Evening. Thought I heard English voices. My name's Straker.
Evening. Dead right you did. The name's Huggetts. This is my family.
You going south, trekking?
Yes, as soon as they'll let us start.
They'll let you start all right now. I've been waiting here almost a week. I'm fed up with hanging around. We'll see the police in the morning and maybe get off by noon.
Here, hold on a minute. We're not in all that hurry. We're going to take our time in Algiers for a few days and see the sights before we push on.
No, you can't do that.
Oh, why can't we?
Well, hang it, man. I've been waiting here a week already. You've been hanging all, we haven't. My dear chap, you can't be as selfish as all that. I got the missus and 2 passengers in the truck. We're in a hurry. We want to get off, so won't you...
Well, if you...
Fine. See you in the morning. You string along with me. You'll be okay.
Why don't you open it, Dad?
No, Mother. I'm going to wait till I've got the chronicest thirst I've ever had. Till I've got a tongue like a piece of sandpaper rubbing on broken glass.
You are a silly old thing.
Oh, well, what are we going to do this evening? Now we are in Africa, we might as well see some of the sights.
I want to go shopping in the bazaar.
I wonder when it's opening time.
Won't find any pubs in Algiers, Governor.
No pubs? Oh, what a country. Well, I suppose you all want to have a look round.
Oh, for me, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm getting better.
Wait a minute. We can't all go. Somebody's got to keep guard.
I'll stop.
Oh, no.
Sure, you're a family party. I'll curl up with a good book. I've been to Algiers before. Go ahead.
Go on. Well, it's very decent of you, Bob. Do you think it'll be all right?
Sure. You take the chance while you can. Go and hit the high spots. See, keep a tight hold of them, Mrs. Huggett. Some of those dancing girls are pretty good numbers.
Oh, I think Dad's dancing days are over.
Don't you believe it? I bet he still shakes a pretty mean hip. Hey, partner?
No. Oh, well, I think perhaps we'd better be going.
Well, so long.
Goodbye.
Come on, Jim.
Oh, let's go down by the sea.
I'll show you a shortcut.
Oh, Sue, what's the matter?
Well, I was just thinking that it was rather rotten of us all to go off and leave you, so I came back.
Well, that's very nice of you, Sue, but I'll be okay. I'm used to being alone.
I'd like to stay. Really, I would.
Oh, forget it, will you? Now, look, it's swell of you to come and see me, but why don't you just go and see town, huh? It's your first evening in Africa.
I don't mind.
Yeah, but I do. Now, look, honey, go and have a good time. Thanks again for coming back. Go on, huh?
Oh, I hope nothing's happened.
Hope nothing's been pinched. He was supposed to stay on guard, wasn't he?
Perhaps he's been attacked.
Or eaten by a lion.
Oh.
Oh, Pet, don't.
There's no lions round here, stupid.
Doesn't matter. Gives me the Jim Jams just to think of it.
Well, don't worry about him. He'll be all right. Oh, what'll I do with my feet, Mum?
I should leave them outside if I was you, dear.
90,000, monsieur.
Those rocks are worth much more than that, and you know it.
That is my limit.
But look,
The diamond market is not what it was. Times are very bad for us, monsieur. Very bad indeed.
I know, but those rocks are worth at least 150,000 apiece.
I have given you my figure, monsieur.
Look, I'll make you a final offer, and it's throwing them away. 125,000.
90,000, monsieur. No more, no less.
Okay. If that's the way you feel about it, I know where I can take them and get a real price.
You all right, Mother?
Cold on one side. Aren't you a long way away?
Well, we're supposed to be roughing it, you know.
Hmm.
Shall I get you another blanket?
I suppose I'll have to go on roughing it.
Good night.
Night.
Why don't you go to sleep? How can I till I know what's happened to Bob?
He's out with the local Betty Grable, I expect.
That's a beastly thing to say.
I thought it was Peter you were interested in.
I wish you two would shut up. I think I can hear a cassowary. Listen.
Darn it.
Some cassowary.
Where the blazes have you been? I thought we left you on guard.
It's just as well you did, too. Shady-looking carrot has started poking his nose in. I've been half over Algiers chasing him. Oh!
You catch him?
No.
What's the matter? You done something to your leg?
No, it's all right. I just scratched my leg in a rock chasing this guy I was telling you about.
You want me to have a look at it for
No,
you?
it's all right, pal. It's just smacking an old war wound, that's all.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sure you don't want me to look at it?
Oh, it's fine. Thanks, pal.
Okay. Good night.
All right.
Monsieur Huggetts, Monsieur Stracker. Voila, your papers. You may proceed on your trek. We will not trouble you again, so long as you remember conditions explained to you at headquarters yesterday. Bon voyage.
Bon voyage.
Monsieur?
Monsieur? Ah, see, Mother? Helps a lot when you know the lingo. Well, what are we waiting for? We've got our clearance. We can be on our way in 10 minutes. How's the leg, Bob?
Oh, I'm fine. Just a scratch.
Feeling fit, eh?
Yeah. Let's get cracking, eh?
Right.
I know a fellow who's 110, who can remember when and then before then. He looks no older than 33, and folks wonder what his secret can be. It's simply doodle-doodle day. That is all you have to say. For with a merry doodle-doodle, every age and caskedoodles right away. When first I asked him, he just tipped me a wink. puffed at his baccy and then swallowed his drink. Then he confided the magic phrase that he claims will keep him young all his days. It's simply doodle-doodle-ay. That is all you have to say. For with a merry doodle-doodle, every aging care doodles right away. Lum, lum, lum. Then finally, to prove beyond any doubt that aging worries we can all be without, my friend the wise centenarian turned a somersault and did it again. It's simply doodle-doodle-ay. That is all you have to say. For with a merry doodle-doodle, every aging care doodles right away.
He likes the ladies and the ladies like him.
They say that he's the top of figure and vim.
He keeps them guessing and on their toes with that trick of his that nobody knows. It's simply doodle-doodle-ay. That is all you have to say. For with a merry doodle-doodle, every aging care doodles right away.
Then he bring out a little yellow bag and show me the diamonds.
What for?
Why, you think? Because he wished me to buy them.
How much did he want?
I do not discuss how much. The moment he say they are smuggled, I tell him it is my duty to report to you, mon capitaine. But now he bring out a gun and say, stitch him up. And then, in front of my eyes, he take not only smuggled diamonds, but my own 2 beautiful stones which are on the table.
I see. And what did you do?
I cannot do nothing. My heart, he go boom, 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 boom.
I'm not interested in your heart. I want to know what happened.
But of course, monsieur. 1,000 pardons. Then I say to Ahmed here, after him, wait. But he got away.
You mean he got away with the diamonds?
Yes, he got away.
How would you describe this man? Age, height, etc.
He would be, I should say, about 30. And about that. Or maybe that.
Say 5'10". Anything else about him?
No. He have no mustachios.
He has no mustachios.
Wait, I forget. He speak the American very strong. Very strong, the American.
Voila, now we are getting somewhere. Circulate a description of this man to all stations and outposts.
How's your leg?
Okay.
Does it hurt much?
Only over the bumps.
I wish you'd let me dress it. I learned first aid.
Oh, it's darn nice of you, honey, but it's okay, honest.
Oh, Sue, I found this in the tent this morning when I was clearing up.
Oh, that old thing. Yes, it's mine.
Hey, that looks cute. What is it?
Oh, just an old lucky charm. I've had it for years. Never brought me any luck. Not so far, anyway.
From now on, sister, you're going to have all the luck in the world. All the luck in the world.
What, are you going big game hunting, Mother?
No, I thought I'd just go and have a little paddle, Joe. You laughing at me, Joe?
No, of course I'm not, Mum. No, you go off with the girls and enjoy yourself. Jim?
Yes, Dad?
Now we've got a bit of quiet. What about a drop of wallop just to lay the dust?
I'm beating you to it. I've got it all laid on around the back here. Come on.
Nice work, son. What was that, shooting?
Oh, I think it was a ruddy sight worse than that.
After all these miles. Now look here, everybody. You never know what might happen out there if Jim or Bob or me's not on the spot, so I'm going to teach you how to shoot, see?
No, Dad, you're not going to let the girls play with firearms, nasty things.
Now look here, Mother, I've got to teach you how to defend yourselves, haven't I?
Well, women have got other ways of defending themselves.
That's against men, silly.
I'm talking about wild animals.
Same thing, really.
Now, that's enough out of you. Do you want to do it or don't you?
I will.
Right. Okay, Jimmy, all set?
Yes, come on, you lucky people. Have a go. 5 balls with a highly tasty tin of powdered potato. Wait for me.
Now stick your tummy in. Right elbow in there. Pull it well into your shoulder. Right, ready?
Bad luck, Sue. Blimey, you frightened it.
Ready? Fire.
Shot! Dad, let Ma have a go.
Oh, no, dear, no. You know I can't even pull a cracker.
Oh, come on, Ethel. Now, supposing you were faced with a dirty, great big lion, now, what would you do?
Well, dear, I'm afraid I should just lay down and let him have me.
Ma, have a go with this one. It's a little one. Go on.
Now, go on, don't be afraid. Go on.
Go on, everybody, take
Pull the
cover.
trigger. Go on. You're all right.
When am I dead?
Where's the bullet? That's more like it.
Oh, didn't I hit the target?
Did you hit it? Well, now we know one thing. It's no good you shooting at lions. You better wait for an elephant to come along. You see that?
What?
Over there.
I can't see nothing, Joe. Only desert.
What, nothing else? Nothing different?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Well, that settles it. I've read about them often enough. I never thought I'd ever see one.
One what?
A mirage.
What's that?
Well, it's like when you see something that isn't really there. It's a trick of the sun and the sand, you see?
No.
Yeah, like when dying men see an oasis or a lake full of water.
Oh. What did you see, Joe?
I saw a little pub with a sign outside and the landlord just opened the doors. Blimey, think of the money you can make in a place like this with a little pub.
Oh, I don't know, dear. Not many people had come past, would they?
No, but think of the first they'd have, those that did.
I could do with a cup of tea now. And it would taste of petrol.
Well, we ought to be used to that by now. We're lucky, really. Think of all the people at home and what they'd give for a drop of petrol. And here we are, drinking it. Tired, Mum?
No. I sometimes wish you'd never come, Joe.
No. Do you?
No. Of course, I miss some of the things at home.
Well, I expect you do.
I think it's the cues I miss most.
Of course, stone the crows. I thought that'd be the very thing you'd be glad to miss.
Oh, no. Something about a cue. Something kind of friendly and all in the same boat, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't mind queuing for a bit of Iceland cod this very minute.
Well, you may be interested to know there's a queue of 5 people back here waiting for tea. You stop, Dad, and I'll make it.
I do wish Bob had come and get his food.
Well, perhaps he didn't hear the gong.
What's he doing in there, anyway?
He said he was going to change his shirt.
Bob, come on, dear.
Yeah, I won't be a minute. I'm just getting a handkerchief.
Oh, I've swallowed a mouthful of flies.
What are you grumbling about? They're not rationed?
Beats me what they want to come all this way for.
Wonder what they do when there's no one here to settle on.
Catch the next camel back to town, I should think.
Oh, good. Come and sit by me, Bob.
Thanks.
It's so quiet, isn't it?
Yeah. Anybody got a pen?
Yes, Dad, I have. Why?
I just want to see if you could hear it drop. How about giving us a song, Pet?
All right. We always used to have campfire sing-songs when I was with the woodpeckers. I'll get my guitar.
Penny for your thoughts, Susan.
Well, as a matter of fact, I was trying not to think of a penny. Or rather, half one.
Mm-hmm. Your lucky charm? Boyfriend give it to you?
No, of course not. It's wonderful out here, isn't it?
Yeah. Personally, I'd rather have it in Technicolor from a circle seat.
You always twist everything round into a joke, don't you?
Why not? Laugh when the world laughs with you. Crying, you're an awfully lonely fella.
Well, I suppose it's all right. But it rather takes the romance out of everything, doesn't it?
Well, if it's romance you're after, how'd you like that?
Oh, I don't quite know.
You ought to, Sue. You're a big girl now. What's the matter? Fella back home? Peter?
Well, yes, in a way. You see, I promised him I'd think of him every day.
You ought to start losing your memory for a week or two. Look, Sue, I'm a man and you're a woman. This is the desert, complete with moon.
I must go back.
What's the matter, Sue? Don't you like being out here with me?
Oh, yes, of course I do, but...
Can't you feel the throbbing of the heart of nature? Can't you feel that primitive call of man to his mate? Hell, can't you feel it?
Yes, I can. Quite a lot. That's why I think it's time I got back.
People there walk on their heads right in the clouds, and they've joy left to spare for the passing crowds. It's not so very far, just hop a shooting star, and you'll travel their express. And just
I'll see
like
that.
your dream,
So will I.
4 3s, any good?
Too good for me.
Blast you. How can a fella concentrate with that filthy row going on?
Though such dreams you can't buy, wish for all your worth.
Look, you're going to keep this up all night. Other folk want to sleep if you don't.
All right, old man, there's no need to get huffy.
We've been trying to sleep for the last quarter of an hour. Oh, that's funny. I thought you were playing cards. You lose or something? I don't want any of your cheek either, young man. I may have to teach you manners.
I'll have to do it.
Now, look, Jimmy, all right. Now, look, Straker, if you want to say anything to me, you come out with it a bit decent. So long as we're travelling together, there's no sense in falling out.
Just asking you to can the noise. That's all. It's not my fault we're travelling together. Why did...
All right. I suppose it takes all kinds to make a world.
Well, the best thing for him is a good dose of syrup of figs.
Don't like the look of things over there, Jim. Sandstorm coming up?
You can't tell yet.
No good, son. It's going to hit us.
Yeah, I think you're right, Dad. We'll have to stop.
Yeah, what's the game?
We're stopping.
What for?
You ever been in a sandstorm before?
Yes, of course I have.
So have I. That's why we're not moving.
Why, you might be here for days, and I don't reckon the next water holds more than 50 miles. I'm pushing on.
You can.
And I will.
Well, you go, but we're staying.
I urge you to stop, Straker.
You're milky, that's what you are. Can't say I'm sorry to part company.
Doesn't even like himself, does he?
Doesn't matter what he likes, we've got to look after ourselves. Hello. Oh, I can't do it all at once.
Dad!
I'm doing the best I can. Oh, dear, fucker. Oh, fighting against nature, that's what we are. The worse instead of better.
Jim, how long do these things go on for?
Oh, I can never tell. Sometimes hours, sometimes days, maybe weeks.
Oh, dear.
Oh, what a night.
Very lucky, really. You know, I've known those storms last for days.
Dear, I shall never fancy the seaside again. It's all in my hair.
It's all over me.
Well, come on, boys. We've got to dig this truck out before we can get started.
Sorry, Mr. Huggett, I don't think I can make it.
Oh, that's all right, Bob. Jimmy and me'll manage. You stay where you are. Wonder how Straker got on.
I couldn't care less about him.
Good job on here, all right. You go for that wheel. Well, there's Straker. Looks as though he's had it.
He bloody well asked for it. I suppose we'll have to waste some more of our time. Well, I'm not going to say I told you so. What's the damage?
Engine's stalled and I can't get it to budge at all. Must have got sand in the works.
You're not surprised at that, are you? Think the whole engine would be choked driving through a storm like that?
I'll have to tow you to the next water point, that's all.
Sorry to cause you all this bother.
Well, forget it. Chuck your tow rope out.
you'll break that tow rope in a minute.
Try my eyes out if we did. This pace would make a tortoise think it had stopped.
Joe, I think Bob's...
What are you talking about?
I think Bob's leg's playing him up.
I didn't like the look of him when I saw him this morning.
I never do.
There's no need to be nasty, Jimmy. He really is in pain. We've got to make him let us look at it, Joe. I'm worried.
All right, Doug. Strictly we get to the next waterhole, I'll tackle him. It won't be long now.
Here, Bob, have a drink.
Oh, I can't take the water, sir.
Bob, it's for your own good.
Now, come on, Bob.
I tell you, it's okay.
You've been saying that for days. We're going to look at this leg if we have to hold you down by force. There. Bob, this is a wound, a bullet wound.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, how on earth did...
It was that night in Algiers, that guy I chased. He took a crack at me. I didn't tell you then. I didn't want to hold you up.
You silly mud.
Susan, some hot water and disinfectant, quick. Hurry.
In pretty bad shape, Bob.
We'll have to get him to a doctor, Joe. There's no time to waste.
Oh, it'll be all right.
It won't be, Bob, dear, you know, unless we get you to a doctor. You know, you see, I think it's poisoned. It needs a doctor, Joe. Really, it does.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. We'll do our best.
That's right. Give it here. Put it down. We won't hurt you, Bob, dear.
It'll take 2 days hard going to get to an army post and a doctor, and we daren't leave it any longer than that.
If we don't get to a doctor quick, he'll lose his leg. You'll be all right here. You've got plenty of water. You know very well you're the only decent mechanic among the lot of us. You've only got to clean out your engine. We just can't spare the time. You've got to stop and help me out of this, Jess. There's no got about it. Well, I've heard of some dirty tricks in my time, but leaving a pal in the lurch out here, that's just about the worst.
Now, look here, Straker, you asked for it. You were too cocky to listen to Jimmy. You took a chance in the storm and you came unstuck. That's not our fault.
Nice tasted out of sirs I teamed up with, I must say.
You weren't too keen on our company a couple of days ago. Well, you can do without it now. Come on, Jim, we've got to take on as much water as we can.
All right, but you haven't heard the last of me about Long Chalk. People don't let me down and get away with it.
Hey, what are you doing in our truck?
Your truck? It's not your truck, is it? That's right. It's your truck, it's not my truck at all. I must have made a mistake in the dark.
Oh, your truck's over there. Shall I help you over?
To tell you the truth, little girl, I'm just a little bit diddly. Oh, I beg your pardon. Don't split on me, will you now?
No, I won't tell anyone. I don't tell tales.
A very good little girl. Not a word. I don't want people to know I can't hold my drink.
All right, I'll help you find your way.
Oh, look! What is it? Tigers!
Where? No, silly. Tigers don't have feathers. Ostriches.
Oh, blimey, look at that one on the left. Who does it remind you of, Ma?
Remind me of?
Reminds me of quite a lot of people I know.
Look, over there. Spitting image of Miss Phipps.
Oh, Joe, you are awful. It's not a bit like her.
Oh, Mum, it is.
Oh, Joe, you always said she was like an owl. Oh! I nearly said it.
Good for you. I hope her ears are burning.
Oh, if they burn anything like my throat, I'm sorry for her. about enough to last us another day at this rate, perhaps a bit longer. I'm planning to refill at the next post.
Where is this next post? We ought to be there by now.
Been there in the maps. I've checked my calculations, and they're dead right.
Well, there's something wrong somewhere.
Supper, Joe, Jimmy. Oh, I hate this messy business.
Got to put up with it, Mum.
Dad, I've been taking our bearings by my book. Brown Owl always told us to steer by the North Star. Well, either the North Star's wrong or you are.
Now, look here, my girl. There's a time and place for your folklore stuff. We've checked the compass and we're heading south by that.
Well, the North Star's wrong, then.
Yes. No. Oh, I don't know what I mean. Get on with your supper.
Come on, Bob. Just a little. Mum made it specially for you. It'll do you good.
You do me good, Sue. As long as I know you're around. Oh, okay. Give me a hand, honey. Put the other one right here. Ah, boy, is that good.
Poor Bob. What rotten luck you've had on this trip.
What good luck, you mean? Meeting up with you. By the way, do you like me any better now?
Perhaps.
You British are positively dynamic. Well. Things are looking up.
I wish I could look after you. Always.
How about pushing the wheelchair?
I'd be a very good wheelchair pusher.
How about handing out another of those chaste caresses, huh? Try a little further south this time.
What's the matter, Mother?
It's no use. I'll never get used to going to bed in a desert.
Are you feeling homesick?
A bit, dear. It's only natural.
Yeah, I suppose so. You're not sorry you came?
No, dear, no. You aren't, are you?
Me? Of course not. I bet Campbell's are filling a draft without me, though.
Joe, things are all right, aren't they?
Of course.
And we do seem a long time getting to this post. And I'm worried about Bob.
Ah, we'll make it. Yeah. Don't you worry your head about that. You kip down and have a good nap.
Good night, dear.
Good night, love.
Oh, Joe.
Yes, Mother?
I meant to tell you, the water's getting very low. Been using rather a lot for Bob. I can't refuse him.
Oh, that's all right, Ducks. This time tomorrow we should be up to our ears in it. Water. I never thought I'd be looking forward to that. Good night, love.
Good night.
Something's wrong, Dad. It's no good going on like this. We should have been there hours ago.
Yeah, it's no good driving blind, I suppose. We'd better pull up here and work out what to do.
Don't send in to the others. We don't want to put the breeze up them.
Anything wrong?
No, Ma. No, nothing's wrong. Engine's got a bit hot. We're letting it cool off.
Joe, what about the post? This is the third day and I'm really worried about Bob.
Well, I think we're lost. If you'd have steered by the stars like I told you, we'd have been all right.
You'll see stars in a minute, my girl.
Oh, we're not really lost, are we, Joe?
No, Ma, we're not lost. We've just come a bit out of our way, that's all.
Well, I told you so. Look, if we're supposed to be going south, all I can say is that the North Pole Star is behaving in a very funny way.
Allowing for the variations, Dad, it looks as though the kid's right. It's 35 degrees out.
But it was all right when we started. Someone's been mucking about with it. How many miles out are we?
I couldn't say exactly, but it'll take us a couple of days to pick up the track again.
A couple of days, but... Hey, Pet, have you been mucking about with this compass?
No, Dad, honest. But I think I know who did it. It was that man, Mr. Straker.
What are you talking about?
Well, you know that night at the waterhole when you had that row with him?
Yeah?
Well, I saw him climbing out of the cab of the lorry. He made out he was drunk and said he made a mistake with the lorries. But I know what he was doing now.
Yeah, so do we. Pet, you're not making this up, are you?
Cross my heart. I heard a noise and woke up and there he was.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
Well, I thought he really had made a mistake and, well, he asked me not to say anything.
A dirty tyke. Listen, Pet, the next time you see Brown Owl or Brown Ale or whatever her name is, you tell her from me the first thing she ought to teach you kids is to tell whether a man's drunk or whether he's only kidding. Come on, Jim, we've got some serious thinking to do.
Well, we've had it, Dad. That's the last of the petrol.
Case of where my blinking caravan has rested, I suppose.
About the size of it. Got to make camp for the women. Come on, love, let's have a brew up.
Chuck out the tents, Pet.
Right. Joe. Oh, Joe.
Now, look, Mother, love, it's all right, I keep telling you. We reckon we're only a couple of days' march on the next post. There'll be a doctor and water there, and we can pick up more petrol. We've got to go.
But, Joe, 2 days' march with your feet.
Oh, well. Ah, my feet will be all right. Now, you're going to be in charge here, Mother. Look after Bob and the girls. All you've got to do is to go easy on the water and wait till Jimmy and me turn up in the Rolls Royce.
Hadn't I better come too, Dad?
What, leave your mother here? No. You're going to need all your folklore stuff now, Pet. This is where old Brown Owl really comes into her own. Now, look, there's another thing. If a lorry comes by, and mind you, it's only 1,000 to 1 chance, ask them to give you a lift to the next post and keep a lookout for us on the way. Tell the driver he'll spot us by the red carnations in our buttonholes.
Silly. Where will you pick them?
Bye, Jim, dear. Do take care.
Oh, I'll be all right. No roads to cross or traffic to dodge. You look after yourself.
Wish I was coming with you.
Don't be silly. I'm worried about Dad, though. He's a bit too old for this sort of stuff. I'll look after him.
Now, remember, sit tight and don't worry.
Joe, you will be all right.
Of course, I'll be fine. I'm a bit worried about Jimmy, though. He's rather young for this sort of thing. Still, I'll look after him.
I shan't know a minute's peace till you get back. I wish we'd never come, I do honest.
Oh, don't say that, Mum. And don't worry.
I don't know what I'm going to do if any of them bedridden Arabs come snooping around.
Well, just give them the length of her tongue. That'll frighten them all right.
Dad, you'll need these.
No, we don't want those, love.
No, we're travelling light, Sue.
Well, here's some water anyway.
Have you got your food tablets?
Yes, and I got my chocolate.
Well, according to my reckoning, it's about 400 miles.
I don't think your dad could walk that far, dear.
Oh. Oh, sorry, I'll get mixed up with the scale. It's about 40 miles. Wish I was with them.
You're much better off where you are, with your old brown owl or whatever it is.
How far do you think they'll have got?
Oh, let's see. About 15 miles, I should think, as the crow flies.
Crows? Do they have crows out here?
Oh, Mum, you know it's only an expression.
Mummy's getting weaker. I wish they'd hurry.
Well, they're doing the best they can, aren't they? Risking their lives for...
Oh, I know, I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't mean to be sharp with your ducks. They won't be long now. You know your dad was never any good at walking. As far as the wheat sheaf and back was about his mark.
I think he's wonderful. I think he could do anything he set his mind to, our old Dad.
This minute, Jim boy, they're just opening the wheat sheaf. Old Alfred's pulling up the first one with a lovely head on it. All the beer trickling down the side.
Oh, don't torture me, Dad. You can fry an egg on my tongue.
You fry a rasher and 2 on my poor old feet. Oh, come on, Jim boy. Half a league, half a blinking league onward.
Oh, sit down, Jane, dear. You won't make them come back any quicker. I'll get supper.
Not for me.
Or me. We didn't eat the last meal.
Well, I'm starving, but I can get my own.
Mum, Supposing they don't come back?
I never think that about your dad, Janie. I always know he'll come back.
Dare I soak the bandages on Bob's head again?
Well, water is a bit short, dear. In case they're delayed, I mean. No.
Only they'd come.
Oh, don't keep saying that.
Mum, I'm terribly thirsty, too. Do you think I could have another drink?
Well...
Oh, Pet, how can you? Mum, don't let her, when there isn't even enough for Bob's bandages.
Well, I wouldn't ask, only my mouth is really like sand.
Well, so...
Oh, all right, Susan. Well, just a little drop of mine, Pet.
No. No, Mum, I won't. It's got to be strong. We mustn't let our craving for drink overcome us.
No.
I won't think about it. Drinking, I mean.
You don't want this, then?
Well, just... But after this, I'm going to be strong. You see.
Sorry, I've got to stop for a breather. Sorry.
It's all right, Dad. You don't want to apologise. I could do with a bit of shut-eye myself.
Let's stretch out for 5 minutes in the shade. It ain't exactly a feather bed, but it's wonderful. Wake up, son. Wake up.
Oh, I've got the mother and the father of all headaches.
Well, you've been asleep in the sun, boy.
It must be the sun, Dad.
You want to wait a bit?
No, let's get up. Anymore, Dad.
Oh, come on, Jim. We must be nearly there.
Yes, I know.
I can't leave you.
You'll have to.
Found me. Jim! Jim! Jim left. Jim, wake up. We're there. Okay.
C'est ça, monsieur. No worries. Everything will be okay.
How about the old plates of meat, Doc?
The old plates of meat?
Yeah, my feet. Are they still there?
Oh, but of course, monsieur. Nothing wrong but what a good rest will put right.
How about him?
The sunstroke is a little bad, but it will cure very soon, 1 or 2 days. You'll see. Don't worry, monsieur. Transport has gone for your friends.
Well, I can't help worrying. 4 women and a sick man out there in the desert with no water.
Women?
One of them's my wife.
And the others, they are young?
My kids.
Oh, elles sont des petits enfants.
They're not infants. One of them's married and another one's 20 and...
20? Oh, but I go to make the preparations, monsieur. But at once.
Oh, steady there. Kiss me like that, they'll take you for a French woman.
Dad.
Hello, Mum. Suppose you're going to tick me off for not writing.
Tick you off.
Dad!
Hi, Janie.
Dad, where's Jimmy?
In there, touch of the sun.
Touch of the sun?
Oh, blimey, another mirage.
Does it feel like a mirage?
No, it's wonderful. Do it again.
Oh, darling, was it too awful?
Oh, it was terrible. I've got to lie here in this beautiful, comfortable bed, and every now and again they bring me lovely, cool drinks. It's awful.
Never mind. From now on, I'm here to look after you.
Yes, but you better watch out for my nurse.
Your nurse?
They've given me a smasher with a big black moustache.
Joe, what have you done to your feet?
Oh, them. Oh, well. First day I wore my boots out. Second day I wore my socks out. And the third day I wore my feet out. Poor old...
Plates of meat. Oh, Joe.
Say, Doc, how long before I get around on my 2 sticks again?
For about a week, perhaps 2. It's difficult to say.
Jumping Jehoshaphat, I can't hold up the party that long.
Don't worry, Bob, it's all right.
It's not all right, kid. I gotta get moving. Well, Jimmy's gotta get moving. Have you forgotten?
No, but...
You'll get moving much quicker, monsieur, if you rest quiet. You have an excellent nurse. What more do you want? She saved your leg. You know that?
Sure, I know it. I got the best little nurse in the world. Say, you want to know something, Sue?
Yes?
All the best nurses marry the patients.
Oh, les Anglais.
A bullet, eh?
Yes, and only just in time. The poison starts to spread very bad.
How long would you say it has been there?
About 12 to 14 days, I would say.
Oh, more than coincidence.
And now, if you will excuse me, I will attend to the ladies.
But there is nothing the matter with them, is there?
Nothing, except they are very cold, like all English women. I go to hot them up.
Incorrigible. Bring me that radio report which came from Alger a few days ago about the Canadian.
Ah oui, mon commandant.
Ça va, ça va.
Oh, that's nice. How much? Look. How much? What are those? No money. Ooh. Look! I've always wanted one of these, and at last I got it.
It's ever so like the one Aunt Edie had in her sitting room.
Yes, Archie brought it home for her when he was demobbed.
Look, Dad, Mum's got a wonderful bargain.
Oh, what is it?
A genuine native bowl, Joe. Really genuine.
How much you give 'em for it, Ma?
Dad's old cufflinks.
My cufflinks?
Well, dear, they're not much use to out here, are they? And after all, this is native genuine.
Genuine?
Made in Birmingham. Oh, the dirty, nasty line.
Bibs in loincloth, that's what they are, Ma.
Dad, look who's there. Straker.
This is going to be good. I've been waiting to do
Now,
it.
leave this to me, Jimmy.
You want another stretcher case?
Don't worry, we shan't have one.
Oh, I say, do you think there's going to be a fight? Brown Owl says
Never
that...
mind about Brown Owl. I do hope Jim will be careful.
I didn't like the look in Dad's eye.
Oh, he'll be all right.
Oh, dear, I don't know. Africa seems to bring out the savage in him.
Hello?
Hello, Straker. You know where you're going, don't you?
No?
You're going out.
I say, do you think he's killed him?
Of course he hasn't, Pet. Don't be silly.
Is he all right?
Who?
Dad!
Of course he's all right.
No.
No?
No, no.
Oh, you should have seen it, Mum. Oh, Dad gives Straker a beauty, just like Alan Ladd.
Did he? Bless his heart. He never will grow up.
You wish to see me, Mr. Huggett?
Yes, sir. Well, the fact is we want to be pushing along now that McCoy's all right for travelling.
Yes, his leg has made a remarkable recovery.
Oh, well, that's fine. Well, many thanks for all you've done for us. Sorry we can't do the same for you.
Yes, Mr. Huggett, quite so. Sit down, won't you? There is, as you say in England, a technical, how do you call him?
Hitch?
Hitch, yes. To put it bluntly, to take the horse by the horns, I fear that your party may not be all what it appears to be. The police in Algiers has...
Police?
Quite so, Mr. Huggett, quite so. I regret to say that I will have to hold you until the police have made certain inquiries.
But this is plain balmy. Do you mean to say I can't take my family trekking without being arrested? This wouldn't happen in England, I'll give you my word.
This is not England, Mr. Huggett.
No, and a darn good job, too.
That will be all. You and your party will be detained here till further notice.
Say, honey, how about you and I getting married when we get to Joburg, eh?
No, Bob. Do you really mean it?
We're crazy about each other. What's stopping us?
It would be lovely. Only,
Only what?
well, you see, there's Peter in England.
Engaged?
Half and half. We had a sort of promise.
England's a long way off.
Yes. That's what I'm afraid of.
Look, honey, there's no need to rush into this. We'll have to wait till we get to Joburg anyway. Then, if your father says it's okay, and you say it's okay, why, we can get a special license there. What do you say?
All right. I'll think about it.
Fine. That's great. Why, we'll be out of here in a couple of days.
Oh, Bob, I just remembered. There's some sort of trouble with the police, and we aren't allowed to leave until it's all cleared up.
We can't leave. Say, what goes on?
We don't know. The Commandant wouldn't tell Dad.
Look, sir, the doctor's giving a party tonight, and he's inviting you along. Why don't you go and find out what's cooking, eh?
Oh, no, Bob. I don't want to leave you.
Well, if you can find out what's keeping us here, maybe we'll get a Joburg quicker. See what I mean?
I see.
Another little drink for Madame?
Well, I really didn't ought to, but seeing as it's a party and in the desert.
Madame sparkles like wine, and the night is young.
You know, there's something about you foreigners. I don't know what it is, but oh dear.
Que vous êtes exquise, Madame.
Oh, no, I'm not. Not yet.
Madame will dance? No.
Madame will dance, yes.
Another drink, monsieur?
No, thanks, old man. It's not quite my cup of tea, champagne.
Madame Huggetts, she is having a good time.
Yeah, you're telling me. I haven't seen her behave like this since she knocked off half a bottle of Grandma's Wing Carnis.
I think all these questions are silly and insulting.
Be quiet, Sue. The man's only doing his job.
Well, if he wants to question Bob, why doesn't he do it in a straightforward manner?
Well, in good time, mademoiselle.
Answering all these questions, it's Thursday work, Inspector. Will you join us in a drink?
Delighted, monsieur. Thank you.
Sorry, I haven't got any English beer. We had an accident. Got some Algerian wine. Pet, nip over the truck, love, and get that bottle and some glasses. And bring some ice, too. Might as well be cool while we're at it.
Now, tell me, Mr. Huggett,
Why did you decide to go to South Africa?
Oh, various reasons. My son-in-law came out to take over a job and he couldn't get a passage. And I'd lost my job and...
Lost your job?
Well, there was a spot of bother. Hey, now listen, if you think that...
Monsieur, I think nothing. I only ask questions.
Well, before you ask any more, perhaps you'll answer one for me. What is all this about?
Yes, that's what we want to know. If it's about the customs in Algiers...
Be quiet. Yes?
Some months ago, some very valuable diamonds were stolen in London. We have received information from Algiers that those diamonds were smuggled into the country, probably for resale.
Diamonds? Well, that just shows how ridiculous all this is.
Ridiculous?
Listen, chum.
Here you are.
Yes, monsieur?
Well, we wouldn't know a diamond if we saw one.
It's so hot, the ice melts as soon as you put it in.
Thank you. Your health, monsieur.
Yeah.
The ice does not melt as quickly as you say, mademoiselle. Or perhaps it is not ice?
Oh, no, mine isn't melted either.
Nor mine.
So you wouldn't know a diamond, monsieur, if you saw one?
Diamond?
Well, what is this, a lucky dip?
Mon commandant, I must ask you to hold Monsieur Huggett and his family until I can arrange for an escort to take them to Algiers.
Comptez sur moi. Algiers?
Police headquarters. There you'll have to answer some very serious questions.
Oh, Joe, there must be a Hindu on us.
Been here nearly 2 hours already. It can't be much longer.
Cheer up, Sue. It's not your fault that Bob's what he is.
No. But it's the feeling that I've been let down. That we've all been let down.
I know. Well, I liked him in spite of the fact that he's a wrong 'un.
So good looking, too.
Always ready to lend a hand with the washing up.
You're too keen on collecting diamonds for my liking.
To think that I nearly swallowed one.
Wish I'd kept mine. I bet that policeman sold it.
Dad, whatever's Grandma going to say when she hears we've been arrested?
Well, I think this'll just about finish her off.
Oh, Joe, you shouldn't talk like that.
Well, look out, this is it.
Well?
1,000 times pardon, monsieur. All is well.
You mean you've sorted it out?
We thoroughly investigated. Monsieur McCoy has cleared you completely. We have been in touch with the English police, and they agree that you shall all be free to leave.
Now, that's very nice of them.
But did Bob really smuggle those diamonds?
We have his statement, mademoiselle. It is all here. But he sends his regrets to you particularly.
How exciting, a real crook.
Shut up, Pitt.
It's not possible to see him.
I'm sorry, mademoiselle. It is against police regulations to see the prisoner.
There's nothing else we can do. Let's go and have a drink.
Yes, monsieur. We have been holding your mail since yesterday. I must apologize for the inconvenience we have caused you, but you will understand in a case of this sort, we can take no chances.
It's all right, mate. You're only doing your duty.
Thank you.
We fixed it, Dad.
I wonder where you two had got to.
They're going to take us back to the fort, and then we can pick up the truck.
We can carry on from there.
Oh, nice work. Hear that, Mum?
Yes, dear. Grandma wants to know if she's to put the house up for sale.
Well, our old house.
Well, what's wrong with it?
Nothing. We just finished paying it off, too.
Dad! Peter says he made a profit of £20 on your car.
Well, what am I doing here? I'm in the wrong business.
You haven't got a business, Joe. Oh, dear. The thought of facing that journey again just turns me over.
Oh, it'll be all right once we get started. I only hope we can find a place the other end.
Well, you mean we mightn't get a house?
Well, you never know. There's a shortage here, too. Might have to live in the truck for a while.
Live in a truck?
Well, only for a year or so.
Oh, Joe, I couldn't face it. I just couldn't.
You mean to say you want to go back to the old place? Queues, rations, the ruddy awful weather, and old Phipps next door?
No, of course not. Anyway, you haven't got a job. Apologise for unfortunate error. Stop. Investigation completely clears you and your department. Stop. Job awaits you any time. Stop. Delighted pay your passage home, Campbell. Joe, I can't believe it.
Pity they didn't think of it before.
Oh, well, it's nice to have it in writing.
But, Dad, this means we could go home, doesn't it?
Yeah, but your mother wants to stay.
Me want to stay?
Well, that's what you said.
Oh, I never.
Then we can go home. Oh! Oh, Mum, if we ever get home, I'll never leave Scotland
Oh,
again.
Wheat Sheaf! Here I come!
What'll we do, Jim?
Send them food parcels.